It's Friday, the third day in the month of October 2025. A beautiful afternoon to you. Welcome to Newsline and Melody 100.7 FM here in our United Kingdom studios. My name is Elizabeth Awoku. Let's dive into the headlines. NAFDAC destroys 15 billion naira fake expired drugs in bid to protect public health. NBA kicks as police begin tinted glass permit enforcement. Indonesia school collapse death toll rises to 10. BB Niger 10, Faith gets disqualified over physical altercation days to grand finale. Team Nigeria arrives in Ghana, sets sight on medals at Africa Aquatics Championship. Here's the news in detail. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control on Thursday destroyed fake, expired, substandard, and falsified drugs and products valued at 15 billion naira in Ibadan, Oyo State. This was announced by the Director General of the agency, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, during the destruction in Ibadan, the state capital. Represented by NAFDAC's Director of Investigation and Enforcement, Martin Ziluyomade, Adeyeye said the agency remained resolutely committed to ensuring that foods, drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, chemicals, packaged water, and drinks were safe, wholesome, and effective for human consumption. Open quotes, there is no doubt that drugs are a critical aspect of NAFDAC's mandate, and the agency has established strict guidelines governing the licensing, sale, and distribution of drug products. End of quote. The Nigerian Bar Association has vowed to provide free legal services to Nigerians harassed by the police over the controversial tinted glass permit, which it described as illegal. The NBA, through its section on public interest and development law, said the police had no constitutional basis to impose fees or annual renewals on motorists, warning that enforcement of the policy was both unlawful and the revenue-driven scheme. In a statement on Thursday, the chairman of the NBA's Public Interest Litigation Committee, Olukunle Edun SAN, said, open quote, we shall invoke the powers of the court to ensure that the Niger police force does not trample on the rights of Nigerians. Any citizen who is harassed by the police in the purported enforcement of the legal tinted glass permit should feel free to contact any of the NBA branches. End of quote. In another story, Nigeria has emerged as a key crude supplier to the 30,000 barrels per day Dakar refinery in Senegal, even as the country celebrated its entry into the League of Oil-Producing Nations last year. Senegal began pumping oil in mid-2024 from the Sangomar field, which produces around 100,000 barrels per day of medium-sort crude, according to a report by industry analyst Claire. The report stated that virtually all of this production is exported to Europe, with Spain, Italy, and the Netherlands taking the bulk of cargoes. However, despite being an oil producer, Senegal cannot feed its lone refinery with its own crude. Industry data shows that the 30 KBD Dakar refinery is configured to run on lighter, sweeter grades, making Sangomar's heavier, more sulfurous crude unsuitable. Thank you for staying tuned. Newsline returns shortly. Stay with us.
Melody FM 100.7.
Doing business without advertising is like winking at a girl in the dark. Do not be like a potential bachelor who is busy cutting an eye for a beautiful lady in a very dark room. Give your business the much needed publicity it deserves. Come do business with us by advertising your goods and services on Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan, and let's use our platform to uplift your own. Advertise with us by contacting our marketing department at number 2 MB Makpaderu Street, Bodewasimi, Basharun, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. Telephone 0915 500 107. That is 0915 500 1007. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms at Melody 107 FM. At Melody FM Ibadan, we help make your business to blow. Yaga yaga. Melody FM, your real home of entertainment. Stay cool, stay cool.
This Melody. Melody FM 100.7.
You're welcome back. You've been listening to Newsline on Melody 100.7 FM. Many thanks for staying with us. And on the foreign scene, the death toll in an Indonesian school collapse rose to 10 on Friday, officials said, but dozens were still believed to be under the rubble without signs of life days after the disaster. Part of the multi-story boarding school in the town of Sidoarjo on Indonesia's island of Java collapsed suddenly on Monday as students gathered for afternoon prayers. The head of the Search and Rescue Office in the nearby city of Surabaya, Nanang Sigit, told reporters that, open quotes, "Today we found 5 victims. They all were found dead, taking the overall death toll to 10. On entertainment news, Big Brother Niger Season 10 took an unexpected twist on Thursday evening when housemate Faith was disqualified after getting into a physical altercation with fellow housemate Sultana during a rehearsal for a skincare task. The disqualification occurring just days before the highly anticipated grand finale has stirred a variety of reactions from both housemates and viewers. Over the years, several housemates such as Kemen, Tacha, Erika, and Beauty Tsukura have been disqualified from the show for violating rules and engaging in behaviors deemed unacceptable by the organizers. Finally, on sports news today, Team Nigeria has landed in Accra, Ghana, ahead of the 2025 Africa Aquatics Zone 2 Championship, scheduled for October the 3rd to the 5th. The squad, featuring a talented blend of young male and female swimmers, is reportedly in high spirit as they gear up to face top competitors from across the region. After departing Nigeria on Thursday, the team quickly settled in and held their first training session early Friday to adapt to the environment and fine-tune their preparations for the competition. The delegation is led by Taiwo Oris, Secretary of the Nigeria Aquatics Federation, with coach Abiodun Ojomo providing technical direction. Ojomo expressed confidence in the swimmers' readiness and the commitment to proudly represent the nation. Before we end Newsline, here is a recap of the highlight. NAFDAC destroys 15 billion naira fake expired drugs in bid to protect public health. NBA kicks as police begin tinted glass permit enforcement. Indonesia's school collapse death toll rises to 10. On entertainment news, BB Niger Tech. Faith gets disqualified over physical altercation days to grand finale. And on sports news today, lastly, we told you that Team Nigeria arrives in Ghana, set sight on medals at Africa Aquatics Championship. And we've come to the end of Newsline on Melody 100.7 FM. Kindly join us on our social media platforms for more news stories and excellent programming. Newsline was compiled and produced by Kudirat Hakim Apampa and Bobola Egunfemi. Edited by Eyitayo Olushola. I am Elizabeth Awoku. Do stay tuned for the Yoruba version of the news shortly. Good afternoon, thank God it's Friday, and many thanks for listening.
Melody FM 100.7.